புதுச்சேரி டாக்டர் அம்பேத்கர் அரசு சட்டக் கல்லூரியில் தேசிய அளவிலான நுகர்வோர் சட்டம் குறித்த 2வது அகில இந்திய மாதிரி நீதிமன்ற போட்டி ஆகஸ்ட் 8ஆம் தேதி முதல் 10ஆம் தேதி வரை நடைபெற்றது. இந்த போட்டியானது தேசிய அளவிலான மாதிரி நீதிமன்ற போட்டிகளை நுகர்வோர் அமைச்சகத்துடன் இணைந்து 2 ஆண்டுகளாக நடத்தி வருகின்றது. இப்போட்டியில் இந்தியா முழுவதும் உள்ள 70க்கும் மேற்பட்ட கல்வி நிறுவனங்களில் இருந்து அணிகள் பங்கேற்றனர். இந்நிகழ்ச்சியில் டாக்டர் அம்பேத்கர் அரசு சட்டக் கல்லூரியின் முதல்வர் பேராசிரியர் டாக்டர் 𝐃𝐨𝐨𝐫𝐻 அவர்கள் வரவேற்புரையில் விருந்தினர்களையும் மாணவர்களையும் வரவேற்றார். முதன்மை விருந்தினராக மாவட்ட நுகர்வோர் குறைதீர் ஆணையத்தின் தலைவர் திரு முத்துவேல் அவர்கள் கலந்து கொண்டு சிறப்பித்தார். மேலும் சிறப்பு விருந்தினர்களாக புதுச்சேரி மூத்த வழக்கறிஞர் திரு 𝐶𝐴𝐿 அவர்கள், மாவட்ட நுகர்வோர் குறைதீர் ஆணையத்தின் முன்னாள் தலைவர் திரு அசோகன் ஆகியோர் கலந்து கொண்டு சிறப்பித்தனர்.
Really welcome you all for this moot court competition across India. I wish you all great success and victory in this competition. Moot court is not just a competition like other elocution like that. It's really a good opportunity to become a good practicing lawyer before the court of laws. The lawyers are the backbone of the country, since rule of law is running the country.
The law college organizing moot courts is something unique. Every college organizes several functions, academic functions like quiz competitions, debates, so on and so forth. But only a law college can organize a moot court. And the reason is not very far. This is the ground which trains you in your future role as a lawyer. And as from my personal experience, I can tell you that participating, it doesn't matter who wins it, participating in a moot court is very important. In fact, our own students, we've been encouraging them to come forward and participate in the moot court. The only reason is it helps you to organize your case. It helps you to know how to present your case, and it helps you to give a clear presentation of your case to the judicial authority. And it helps you to defend your client in a more better and professional manner. The second All India Moot Court competition on consumer law has its impact across the country, and I am sure all the teams which are participating realize its importance, and then I am sure that you will participate and present with the best of your ability to highlight the nuances, the rights, the duties and obligations that are covered under the law. So let me wish you well. I'm sure the participants will have a memorable day in Pondicherry while participating in this competition. Thank you.
நுகர்வோர் சட்டம் குறித்த 2வது அகில இந்திய மாதிரி நீதிமன்ற போட்டியின் நிறைவு விழா ஆகஸ்ட் 10ஆம் தேதி நடைபெற்றது. இந்நிகழ்ச்சியில் சென்னை உயர்நீதிமன்ற நீதிபதி திரு 𝐺𝑟 சுவாமிநாதன் அவர்கள், முன்னாள் சென்னை உயர் நீதிமன்ற நீதிபதி திரு 𝑟 சுப்பிரமணியன் அவர்கள், புதுச்சேரி சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினர் திரு 𝑃.𝑚𝐿 கல்யாணசுந்தரம் அவர்கள் மற்றும் ராஞ்சி NUSRL துணைவேந்தர் பேராசிரியர் டாக்டர் அசோக் ஆர் பாட்டீல் ஆகியோர் கலந்து கொண்டனர். மேலும் டாக்டர் அம்பேத்கர் அரசு சட்டக் கல்லூரியின் முதல்வர் பேராசிரியர் டாக்டர் 𝐃𝐨𝐶𝐵𝐻 வரவேற்புரை ஆற்றினார்.
So today we are in the concluding function of second All India Moot Court competition conducted by Dr. Ambedkar Government Law College under the aegis of Ministry of Consumer Affairs. So our association with the Ministry of Consumer Affairs has further strengthened to give many more projects for this institution. So at this juncture, I would like to make a special mention and thank the offices of the Ministry of Consumer Affairs for giving a help and support all through. I wish to welcome Honorable Justice R. Subramaniam, Honorable Justice G.R. Swaminathan, Honorable Member of Legislative Assembly, and Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mr. Ashok, on my behalf, on behalf of Dr. Ambedkar Government Law College, on behalf of my faculty members, and on all your behalf. So, hearty welcome, sir. And also wanted to thank the Government of Puducherry at this stage, so that the position of a principal of a government college is very critical in certain issues on certain time. But the Government of Pondicherry has never troubled me on any occasion. So it has given a free hand to me as a principal. And that is the reason where I was able to function well and more appropriately in appropriate times. So all that was because a free hand was given by the Government of Puducherry. So thanks to the Honorable Chief Minister, thanks to Honorable Lieutenant Governor, thanks to all ministers, and special thanks to my Education Minister who has been supporting me, and all other MLAs of this, the government, and all other officers of the higher education, and my director at this juncture. So thanks one and all for my functioning and the various programs conducted at various point of time all through.
I'm very proud to be here because of many reasons. My mentor is Professor Madhav Menon, under whom I worked in National Law School more than 10 years. Always he motivated us to do a lot of social work, help the society, and always he said, the law colleges, he was not saying the legal education, always he said justice education. So being a student, being a faculty, being an institution, how you are helping the society. So that is the focus of the education, and identify the needy people of the society, help them, and learn what is a practical thing happening in the society and what you are studying. So always he was connecting the theory and practice. That's why he stressed on skill-based education, and another word he can say clinical-based legal education. That helps students to understand the legal concepts in a better way. Just by sitting a theory classes, you will not enjoy the subject. Being a student, you should be more active and understand the subject, Consumer Protection Act, involve yourself to help the needy people of the society. Here, before the Consumer Commission, there is no need for you to understand Civil Procedure Code, Evidence Act. These Consumer Commissions are established for a layman. You are a law student, you are better than layman. You can handle better than the other people. And there is no need for you to spend your pocket money also, because up to 5 lakh claim, consideration claim, there is no court fee. And there is no Order 7, Rule 1 of CPC, plaint, all those rules are not applicable. So it's a very simple way. You should make it interesting, active, involve yourself, and through this way you will learn drafting, you will learn research, you will learn argument skills, you will learn how to handle the opposite advocates and the Consumer Commission officers. So all those things you will learn during these 5 years or 3 years. Once you wear the black coat, enter the profession, you should confident, capable to handle if any case comes. So that is the way you have to grill yourself during 3 years and 5 years, that you can start from first year by using Consumer Protection Act. So also these are the things very useful. Even as an institution, these are recognized for the NAC accreditation and NRF. I was involved in the new NAC accreditation manual, the binary accreditation, and earlier also. So I know that how much we are giving importance to the institutions, how they are helping the society. So in that angle also, it's a very, very important. And at the end, I once again congratulations for all the participants in this particular competition. And in future, more number of moot court competitions are coming, funded by the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Government of India. Keep update, and always we are creating a problem on new areas, not settled positions or settled areas. So that's why what Ministry of Consumer Affairs is working on that. If you visit Ministry of Consumer Affairs website, you will come to know that new rules, new meetings, all those things are happening. So you have to update, and accordingly on those issues only new problems are coming. So that will help you in this regard. At the end, once again, congratulations to Ambedkar Law College, principal, faculty and students. Thank you. Thank you very much.
நம்முடைய மாநில அரசு பல்வேறு உதவிகளை மாண்புமிகு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள் இந்த கல்லூரிய மாணவர் என் ரங்கசாமி முதலமைச்சர் அவர் பொறுப்பேற்ற உடனே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த கல்லூரிக்கு நிறைய இன்ஃப்ராஸ்ட்ரக்சர் உள்கட்டமைப்பு வசதி செய்து கொடுத்திருக்காரு. மாநில அரசு இல்லாமல் மத்திய அரசும் கவர்மெண்ட் ஆஃப் இந்தியாவும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த ஆண்டு ஸ்பெஷல் ஃபண்டாக பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 1,07 crore ஸ்பெஷல் ஃபண்டாக இன்ஃப்ராஸ்ட்ரக்சர் உள்கட்டமைப்பு வசதி டெவலப்மெண்ட்டுக்காக நம்முடைய கவர்மெண்ட் ஆஃப் இந்தியா வந்து கொடுத்துருக்குறாங்க. நேரத்தில் நம்ம கல்லூரி முதல்வர் சொல்லும்போது சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினர் என்ற முறையிலே கவர்மெண்ட் ஆஃப் இந்தியா நம்முடைய பாரத பிரதமர் நரேந்திர மோடிஜி அவர்களுக்கு என்னுடைய மனமார்ந்த நன்றி தான் சொல்ல வேண்டும். இன்றைக்கு மாணவ மாணவிகளுக்கு எந்த காலத்திலும் அவர்களுக்கு உள்கட்டமைப்பு வசதி தேவைக்கு ஏற்ப அவருடைய தேவைக்கு ஏற்ப வசதிகளை அது கல்லூரியாக இருந்தாலும் சரி பள்ளிகளாக இருந்தாலும் சரி இந்த நியூ எஜுகேஷன் பாலிசி இன்றைக்கு மாற்றப்பட்டு இன்றைக்கு உலக நாடிலே ஏறக்குறைய வல்லரசு நாடாக 4வது நாடாக இன்றைக்கு இந்தியா வளர்ந்திருக்குது. அதுக்கெல்லாம் பெருமை யாரை சேரும் என்று சொன்னால் நம்ம இருக்கின்ற மாணவிகள் போட்டி போட்டு படிக்கின்றீர்கள், உங்களுக்கு தான் சேரும். ஒவ்வொரு துறை சார்ந்தவர்களும் இன்றைக்கு அது சட்டக்கல்லூரியாக இருந்தாலும் சரி, சயின்டிஸ்டாக இருந்தாலும் சரி, டாக்டராக இருந்தாலும் சரி, இன்ஜினியராக இருந்தாலும் சரி, அனைவருமே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா போட்டி போட்டு ஒவ்வொரு பிள்ளைகளும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இரவு பகல் பாராமல் கண்முழித்து நம்முடைய திறமைகளை இந்த நாட்டுக்காக அர்ப்பணித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிறீர்கள். இந்த நாடு வளருது என்று சொன்னால் அதற்கு முழுக்க முழுக்க காரணம் உங்களை போன்ற மாணவிகள் தான். இது யாரும் மறுக்க முடியாத ஒரு உண்மை.
Friends, 24 hours ago, I was listening to a Carnatic music concert by Apurva and Anahita sisters. 48 hours ago, I was listening to another Carnatic concert by Ramakrishna Murthy. So I thought I'll take music as a theme. Why I take music as a theme is, some 20 years ago, I read an article by Ramchandra Guha, the most eminent historian. He says, only in mathematics and music you can reach that perfection, that excellence, that 100 marks. In no other area of human endeavor you can reach that perfection. So I thought I'll take music as a theme. See, there are so many top-class musicians, Sanjay Subramaniam, Ranjini Gayatri, Vijay Siva, so many of them are there. I request each and every one of you to read books on musicians, biographical articles on musicians. Why? Why I am asking you to do that? A person can become a top-class musician, a consummate musician, only if he has such a clear focus. Music must be his full-time career. Law is a jealous mistress. It can't be a part-time affair. So for a musician, music should be everything. It's everything for him. 2, they learn everything, the nuances, everything under a guru. All of you must be under a senior for at least 3 to 5 years. From day one, you can't become a great lawyer. Say, I would request Justice Subramaniam to speak about his experience with his senior, how his tutelage, everything. 2. 3. I think you would have heard of this word, riyas. In Hindustani music, they use the expression. In Carnatic music, they say sadhakam. Sustained training. That alone, will take you further. And lastly, a musician will not be singing only for himself. He has to persuade the audience. Only if there's an audience is receptive, he'll become a successful singer, otherwise no. Like that, the counsel, you have to persuade the judge. Unless the judge is persuaded, you will not win. And unless you win cases, clients will not come to you. So my request to all of you is to carefully study the methods adopted by successful musicians and replicate those methods in your career. And I am 100% certain that if you follow those methods, each and every one of you will attain great success in your career. And I wish all of you the very best. And in this great competition, I have not seen such a competition. I must congratulate Dr. Srinivasan for having organized this. 70 teams, impossible. I have not seen this much. Great thing. But only one team, in each round, there will be one team which will be exiting. And at the end, only one team wins. Those who have lost, do not lose your heart. You are in great company. I had participated in 2 moot court competitions, and in both, I lost in the first round itself. Thank you so much.
What are the duties of a lawyer? A lawyer's duty is something different from others. A lawyer has a duty towards his client. The first and foremost duty is towards his client. The next is towards the court. The third is towards the society. The fourth is to the other side lawyer. So this duty, no other profession has a duty towards the society and duty to the other side. It's only the legal profession which has the duty towards the court and duty to the other side. And I said humor in court. Going back to it, this case was going on before a division bench of the Madras High Court. All I say is something that happened in the Madras High Court, because I have not practiced in any other court, so I do not know what happened elsewhere. This case was going before a division bench in the Madras High Court. And of the 2 judges, and the 2 lawyers were the most prominent lawyers of that time. And of the 2 judges, one judge was not very well versed with civil law or Hindu law. He was a regular rich side practitioner. He was elevated to the bench, and he was put with the senior judge on the bench because so that he could learn something on the civil side. Because nowadays it has become specialized. Everything is compartmentalized. So this man was sitting there, and this very famous lawyer, I won't name him, a very famous lawyer, a doyen of the Madras bar, was arguing this case. Pitted against him was my senior's father, who was also a doyen of the Madras bar. And this case was going on for a few days. The judges have earmarked 14 days for that case only. 14 full days were earmarked for that case. And this judge who was sitting there became restless, because this was going on, and he was not able to understand fully the complications or the arguments of the lawyers. Then he wanted to ask that counsel as to who was in possession of the lands. It was a partition suit of a very big estate in Tamil Nadu. So he thought, I am addressing so and so. So I must not put a straight question. So he wanted to present himself that he wanted to present as if he is very good. So he just asked, it's all right, Mr. Counsel, who is plowing the field? He wanted to ask who is in possession. So he said, all right, Mr. Counsel, who is plowing the field? This elderly lawyer looked at his junior and said, "What is he asking?" This junior said, "Who is in possession?" He wants to know who is in possession. Oh, he wants to know that. And he said, "Neither the appellant nor the respondent, but the bull, my lord." The whole court burst into laughter and the bench got off, and the senior judge rose and retired to his chamber. Then I was told in the afternoon, he took an assurance from the junior judge that he will not open his mouth till the case is over. Because he was afraid that he opens his mouth and gets it from any of these two lawyers who are there. He didn't want the judge to be exposed. So he told him, "You just keep quiet. Don't open your mouth till this case is over." Only on that assurance they came and sat back in the court. That was the pride of the lawyers. You know, the lawyers also have a pride. Yes, as Justice Swaminathan pointed out, you must be obedient, or this is what we call a malignant advocacy. If the judge says you are a fool, say, "I won't say no, my lord." "Yes, my lord, but there is a difference." That kind of a malignant advocacy should be. But that malignant advocacy doesn't always pay. There is a famous quote attributed to Mr. G. Ramasamy, who was a former Attorney General of India, who was a flamboyant lawyer from Chennai. When he was arguing before the Supreme Court, the judge said, "Do you think we are fools, Mr. Ramasamy?" He was the Attorney General. He said, "Your lordships have put me in a very predicament situation. If I say yes, I will be guilty of contempt. If I say no, I will be committing perjury." What a way to answer the question. If I say no, I will be committing perjury. That will be, I will be guilty of giving false evidence if I say that you are not a fool. That is how the retort was. And judges also took it in the light spirit. I'll end with two more quotes. And there's one, Justice Vishwanath Shastri, who served as a judge of the Madras High Court, then went on to establish the Andhra Pradesh High Court in 1954-55. And after his retirement, he started practicing in the Supreme Court. If you turn the pages of AIR between 1955 and 1965, in all constitution bench cases, you will find Vishwanath Shastri on one side as a lawyer. He was such an eminent lawyer. This man was addressing a 9-judge bench of the Supreme Court. Then as he summed up and concluded, the Chief Justice of the day, Justice 𝐾𝐨𝐵𝐵 𝐃𝐶, who himself was a very famous legal luminary, asked Mr. Shastri, "Mr. Shastri, I find you have not answered my questions." Then this man winked a bit and said, "Lord, I am 1, you are 9. I went by the relevance. Am I wrong, my lord?" What does it mean? Chief Justice's questions are not relevant. How you put it across? How you put it across? This is how our profession has evolved. We had great men like Mr. Shastri, Mr. Jethmalani, Mr. Palkiwala, so many people were there. And there were great men on the bench also, like Justice 𝐾𝐨𝐵𝐵 𝐃𝐶, Justice Chandrachud, who was the Chief Justice for 7 years, Justice Bhagavati, who developed the PIL jurisprudence. There were so many brilliant judges. Justice Rajamanar, who was Chief Justice of Madras High Court for 13 years, he refused to go to the Supreme Court. He said, "I don't want to go to the Supreme Court." We had so many of them. This profession, friends, I'll tell you, you should start loving the profession. Once you start loving the profession, there is nothing No other profession which can match this profession, because it is in this profession you learn every day. You learn every day. I was not a consumer practitioner. As a High Court judge, I did not have any occasion to deal with consumer law. But today, I learned a lot from you guys, the 6 of you, on the consumer law. Every day we learn. And former Vice Chancellor was a part of the team which drafted the Consumer Protection. You are all so lucky to have him around with you, judging you people on this subject. See, these things happen. And as far as moot courts are concerned, as Swaminathan said, there was only one moot court when I was in law college, that was the Philip C. Joseph. Fortunately, Swaminathan said he lost in the first round. I was selected for the college, but I lost in the quarterfinals of the All India moot court competition. Anyway, but there were not so many moot courts that are happening today. But see, it is heartening to see so many teams. Professor Srinivasan told me there are 73 teams participating in this moot court competition. It's a very huge number. And it's really heartening to see that it is happening in my alma mater, the Pondicherry Law College. And I wish a great future. Thank you for the opportunity.
நிறைவாக வெற்றி பெற்ற போட்டியாளர்களுக்கு சிறப்பு விருந்தினர்கள் விருதுகள் மற்றும் சான்றிதழ்களை வழங்கினர்.